flex and stomp like a T-Rex. Survival of reflex. We know to go harder than pain.
People, what's going on? BPhife here, back at you with another video. Alright. Welcome to the In the Paint, where you, the viewer, can influence my next show. And I'll give you credit for it. Alright, so we're talking about a few camera angles here. We're going to talk about the broadcast camera angles. We're going to talk about generic and stadium. And we're also going to talk about side. Okay. So you remember me talking about the beloved Beluba or Beluba, however it is, you know what I'm talking about. We talked about that cam. Okay, so I want to get right into the differences between these cams and that cam, because they're pretty much essentially similar camera angles. So now the difference is that I notice that's different from the from these three to the previous one. The beloved is Beluba, I think it is. I don't know, man. That thing bothers me. If you know what it is, put it down there. Well, I guess if you're gonna spell it, it's not a big deal. I can spell it correctly, but either way, move it on. All right, so the camera angles are different, just a little slightly. The zoom in height, and there's different tweaks. You know what I'm saying? There's just little different tweaks to the camera. I think that's really, there might be something else. Go ahead and put that down in there. I'll edit the information again, give you credit for it. But a lot of all these information is down below, description is down below, so go ahead and check that out. My personal rating for this, for these three camera angles, like a 7.7, 8. Only because I think I've been using them so much, so I'm kind of bored of them a little bit. But let's go ahead and get to some of the pros. Okay, the pros are they're true TV style presentations. Now, although they do have different angles, I would look at it like this. TNT does it like this, ESPN does it like that, NBC would do it like that. That's the way I look at the differences between all of these camera angles. Just different preference styles, but pretty much you're getting the similar camera angles. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would say. It's just kind of like what station are you watching the basketball game on? And that's the presentation style you're getting. You definitely can see yourself, running plays, the play art. You see the player awareness, so that's not a problem there as well. And it's supported online, generic and broadcast only, not side, but generic and broadcast. Okay, which is they're pretty similar. So if you rock the side, you can get away with the generic and the broadcast. Okay. Now, some of the cons are you can't see down court, and I meant to say that into the Beluba. You can't really see down court, meaning that when the camera is pointed to, like, you're inbounding the ball, you can't see really, if you got a guy cherry picking at the other end. You know what I'm saying? You can if you pan it out really far, and again, these are according to, like I said in other videos, these are according to my personal, closest and lowest, okay, which is 10 and 1. I like to rock 10 and 1. Now, I could change it, and it's possible, but again, that's my one. That's what I like, and I don't really want to veer too far from that. So, you can't really see down court from my personal preference. And then there's limited camera options as well, just like with the previous Beluba or Beluba. Now let's get to those three questions. Those three questions are: does it enhance my experience as a user? Yeah, it does, because of the pros that I said. Those are big things. Running plays, it's support online, TV style presentations. Those are all things that I enjoy. It does enhance, although I'm a little bored of it, like I mentioned, so it's not that big a deal anymore, and it's not really my go-to views anymore, but it's there. It's there if I need it. Are the camera angles, what's the difficulty level for using these camera angles? And they're fairly easy, because of all of the pros that you get. You get a lot. You have a lot of court vision, okay? The third one is, how functional is this camera angle? It's very functional. It works well. It works as it's designed. So I think that there's no problem there. So anyway, we'll move on. The next one we'll talk about. And don't forget to suit up and subscribe.